This podcast is a 98 Studios production.
Today's the day, baby.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the motherfucking day.
Today is the day.
Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Today's the day. This episode is brought to you by Alchemy Sales Coaching. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Today's the Day with Zack Andersen. I'm stoked to talk to you guys about, I guess, a training that I heard really early on in my career that honestly opened my eyes a lot and helped me go and see things in a way that I had never really looked at them before. And it was very simple. It was a training from Tim Grover. He was talking about Kobe Bryant. And what resonated with me, he went over Kobe Bryant's first stats, right? The first stats of Kobe Bryant. And this caught me so off guard, so I'm going to give them to you guys real quick. Kobe Bryant's first stats were turnover, then a foul. His first shot was an air ball, and his first point was a foul shot. And I think the reason that resonated with me so heavily is because a lot of times we'll pick something up, we'll try it, we'll be terrible at it, we'll put it back down, and we'll pick something else up. And I think one of the common trends in the younger generations is instant gratification. If you're really good and you're talented and you're blessed, you stick with something, you see it through, you make it happen. But if you don't pick it up and dominate at it right out the gates, you put it down and go find something a little bit more attractive or a little bit more fun or a little bit easier, something that we're more talented in or whatever it may be. And I think that's a huge disadvantage. And I think that outlook is going to go and set a lot of people behind a lot of years. And the only way that I can go and attest to that is my experience in my workspace. I work in a very, very competitive environment where everything that you make is based off of your production. It's full commission. And when I first got into it, I was about as bad as you can be. I was absolutely terrible. In fact, I was the worst person in my group. It's called my region. And then obviously over time, sticking with it and figuring it out, I've gone and gotten a lot better. People may view me as talented, so on and so forth. And I view all of the greats in anything. And by no means am I comparing myself to a great. But I have had a little bit of this experience. But all of the greats in anything, any realm that you're in, whether you're a musician, whether you're into sports, whether you're into business, whether you're into anything, right? The greats all started somewhere. Everyone's heard of Michael Jordan getting cut from his high school basketball team. And I think the reason those are such important stories is because they display a trait that not many people have. And I think what that trait is, or the way that I would view it, is unconditional commitment. And I'll tell you guys why I call it that rather than just commitment or rather than just grit or whatever it may be. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode so far. It was brought to you by Alchemy Sales Coaching. I started doing one-on-one coaching with Doug back in 2019. And since then, I have gone and not only blown up in my career and my earnings, but it's really helped me through just the ups and downs of life. Now, the reason I feel so strongly about Alchemy is because it's a group of individuals not only focusing on furthering their sales career, but they're diving deep into inner work, and becoming the best version of yourself so you can show up and be the best version of yourself. Not only that, if you have any interest in doing any one-on-one coaching with me, I exclusively do all of my one-on-one coaching through Alchemy. So for full access to me, go and check out Alchemy. I think you'll absolutely love it. It's alchemysalescoaching.com. We will also go and post the links in our bio and on stories, etc. So go check it out. Hey, what's up, guys? I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor for the podcast. The dudes who run this company are some of the coolest dudes that I know. The company is killing it, and I personally use the product multiple times, but the sponsor today is King Cool Plunge. They make the best local cold plunges that I've ever used. And those of you guys that know me, you know I love to sauna, I love to cold plunge, and they absolutely kick ass. So make sure you go check out King Cool Plunge on their website. That's KINGKOOLPLUNGE.com. And use code TTD for $350 off. Unconditional commitment to me means it doesn't matter how long something takes, how hard it is, how many ups and downs you have, how many speed bumps you have to go over, how many supposed failures you have to endure. You are going to get the outcome that you set out to get. Conditional commitment is what I think a lot of people have, where you're going to go and get a certain outcome if things go your way, if it happens within a certain timeline, if things work out, right? And when something out of your control goes wrong, which I promise you it is bound to happen if you want to go do anything of anything noteworthy, frankly, right? Something is bound to happen that is not aligned with your original plan. And if you don't have unconditional commitment, going and getting to that end point is going to be damn near impossible. So my challenge for all of you guys is go and look at the greats like the Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans, any of them, and ask yourself, hey, do I have these goals that are scary? First and foremost, you have to have goals that are scary to even be able to go compare yourself to anybody, right? So go and do I have these goals that are scary? And then on top of that, what am I willing to do to attain that? And am I unconditionally committed, or have I been mostly conditionally committed? And those of you guys that have struggled in your respective industries or your job or your career, go and ask yourself, have I been conditionally committed or unconditionally committed? And I think it'll be very, very clear to you which one you've been. And then once you realize that, you can go make the changes you need to. So again, I think that's one of the most important lessons that I've learned that got me from being one of the lowest producing, worst, bottom of the barrel in my industry to not so bad, not half bad, right? And hopefully going to go and get better, and hopefully going to go and dominate at an even higher level. So I'd encourage all of you guys to look into that, and I hope that's helpful to any of you guys out there that are pursuing anything of worth. So I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, much love. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. As always, it was a blast for me. I hope you got something out of this. If you got something out of this video of value, share this with a friend, and please go show your love. We're on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Any ratings, comments, likes, shares, they go a very long way, and they make it so I can keep doing these things for you, and I would appreciate it greatly. So please go share with a friend. Until next time.